This acceptance, this changes with time, place and people. In one point of time I accept something, and then in the next point of time my acceptance changes. Right? Today I accept to wear black clothes, tomorrow it changes, I accept to wear white clothes. Correct? Even when I go to the different places, it changes. When I interact with the different people, it changes. But in all these scenario, in the different time, different place, different people, if I ask my natural acceptance to live with the feeling of relationship or opposition, what would be the answer? Relationship. Are you able to see that there is these two different things? The one is my acceptance and the other is natural acceptance. Often we go to attend functions like wedding and all. So when we go to the wedding function, there are always buffet serving lots of food. So some of the food are nurturing body, some of the food are just for the test. Right? If I accept to be happy by test, then I'll keep testing all the foods. Right? But if I have this clarity that my natural acceptance is to nurture my body, and on the buffet, if I see some food which is not going to fall under the category of nurturing the body, will I choose that food? So who is taking this decision? Are you taking the decision for yourself or someone else is programming you? If the others are programming you, that is your acceptance only. But if you are taking your own decision based on your innate nature, which is called natural acceptance, you are always in a state of harmony. Correct? So are you able to see that the natural acceptance and acceptance are two different things?
See, you said about that food which we wish to take. So we have been influenced by the way the food is presented, by the attractive colors, aromas, and ingredients, and the photograph which we see lively. So these are the things which influence to take us. Though we know that it is not going to nurture our body, but circumstances are preconditioned to take the food. Even when we try to convince our family members not to take the food, but the media, advertisements which induce the people to take the food. So that only making them to be less in the state of preconditioning.
Correct. Correct. So what you are saying is absolutely right. The decisions are not being taken by me, myself, but the decisions are taken by someone else. And I am unknowingly accepting those decisions. So when I am unknowingly accepting those decisions, which means that is only acceptance. And such sort of acceptance can change with the time, place and people. But the natural acceptance always remains same. This is uncorrupted. See, we are fighting, right? We are fighting in our family, we are fighting in the college, we are fighting in the society. Fights are happening everywhere. So despite of all such kind of fights are happening almost on daily basis, if I ask you that you want to live with a feeling of relationship or opposition, what that answer is coming out? So this is uncorrupted. This is always pure. So if I develop my understanding with the pure things, which doesn't change with the time, place and people, that is what is basically called the right understanding. This we can call only as an understanding. So there is a difference between right understanding and understanding. There is a difference between acceptance and the natural acceptance. With this, I am in harmony. With this, I am happy. With this, I may or may not be in harmony. Okay? This is finding out answer to what? This finding out answer to how. Okay, tell me, what is the purpose of having cell phone? What is the purpose of having cell phone? Communication, right? Cell phone for show off, cell phone for status, cell phone for respect, cell phone for prestige. That is my acceptance. But cell phone for communication is the clarity. Right? What is the purpose of clothes? What? You know, when I'm asking you this question, what? Are you able to find out that everybody's answer is same? What is the purpose of clothes? To protect the body. But then, attract the people. Trying to be happy, trying to get excited. This is all either the peer pressure, influence, preconditioning. Correct? Can you be happy with the clothes? Yes, no? Yes. Can you be happy with the clothes? Yes, no? Yes, very good. Can you be happy with the clothes? Yes. Tomorrow, please put on that particular clothes and observe your feelings throughout the day. As long as that cloth is on your body and you are only happy, then the clothes makes you happy. If the clothes makes you happy, which means as long as that cloth is on your body, you should be only happy. Even your HOD invites you in the cabin, still you are happy. You are putting that cloth on your body and the fights between you and your spouse gets resolved. The cloth is there, you are happy. Does it happen? How can you say that the cloth is making you happy? Can a food make you happy? Can a food make you happy?
It is limited conditions of body.
Okay, tell me, what is your favorite food? Biryani, okay. Right. So let's take an example. Food makes you happy, biryani makes you happy. Next time, do this experiment. Whenever you are disturbed within, whenever you are depressed within, eat biryani and see that when the biryani comes in contact with your taste bud, your depression disappears. I'll let you know. I'll tell you. Even if your spouse makes a very delicious biryani, and if you are depressed within, or if you are having a fight with your spouse, do you eat biryani? These are very regular examples, right? Whenever the fights are happening in the home, you don't feel eating food.
Actually, it is considered like emotional eating. There are people who are they become obese because of emotional eating.
See, my very simple question, is happiness by food, happiness by clothes, happiness by cell phone, happiness by house, happiness by car, are you really becoming happy? Right. But you have accepted it. What you have accepted? That the food is going to make you happy. So now you have accepted and you are building your life on it. So whenever you want to be happy, you are trying to eat the food. Different food. Right? you may derive a very temporary sensations of happiness. But to enjoy the food, you need to be calm and composed within. If you are not composed within, you don't enjoy the food. So are you able to see that there is a difference between natural acceptance and acceptance? You may have accepted many things, that this is happiness, that is happiness, but then the natural acceptance, what is happiness, is very different. Okay, so this is the difference between natural acceptance and acceptance. So what is important for me is valuable to me. Important to me is not valuable to me. So this FDP is on universal human values. So let us try and understand what is the meaning of value. Okay? Can anybody knows what's the price of this marker? Okay, 25 rupees, right? This 25 rupees is the price of the marker or it's the value of marker?
Price.
Is this the price or value? Price, right? This is the price of the value, price of the marker. What is the value of the marker? This marker is participating in the teaching and learning. This marker is participating in development of understanding. This marker is participating in education, right? So the marker, 25 rupees. Now, the same marker, let us assume, is 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, 2 lakhs rupees marker. Is it valuable for you? Why?
Same value.
2 lakhs rupees marker, is it valuable? Why it is not valuable? Not being able to participate. Correct? It is not being able to participate. So what is the value? Value is the participation of any unit into the larger order. This is a larger order. This order is a material order. But this order is a human order. So this material order is participating into the development of the human order. That is the value of this material order. Though this marker may cost 2 crores rupees if you put platinum and gold on it, but when I'm writing on this, if it is not able to participate, is this valuable? No. This air conditioners, right, are there installed in this room. If they stop working, will they be valuable for you? So what is the value of the AC? The AC is participating in making a conducive temperature and environment in this hall. As long as this AC is able to do so, it is valuable. But if the AC is not able to do so, will that be valuable? If your camera stops working, will that be valuable for you? No. Right? So what is the value of any unit? The value of any unit is its participation. Participation into larger order. What is the value of ceiling fan? To maintain the temperature, right? To maintain the cooling. If the blades would not rotate, valuable? No. Correct? What is your value? Yeah, tell me what is valuable for you. Something which is valuable for you is your value. Tell me, what is the value of human being? What is the valuable for you? What is important for you? Okay. Let us try and see. Are you an individual? Very good. So you all are an individual is the coexistence of body and the soul. Correct? Do you want to keep your body healthy or unhealthy? Healthy. So what is valuable for you? Health of the body. Do you want to keep yourself happy or unhappy? So what is valuable for you? Happiness within. Right? Are you the part of family?
Yes.
Right? What you want to have in the family, harmony or disharmony? Is you and your family is the part of society?
Yes.
What you want in society, fear or fearlessness? You, your family and the society is the part of the nature?
Yes.
You want harmony or disharmony in the nature? You, your family, your society and the nature is the part of the whole existence? Do you want harmony in the existence or disharmony in the existence?
Harmony.
Okay, now you tell me what is your value. What is your value? Its participation into the larger order, that is the value of marker. Similarly, my participation in ensuring the health of my body, my participation in ensuring the harmony within, my participation in ensuring the harmony in the family, my participation to make a fearlessness in the society, my participation into the harmony in the nature, my participation into the harmony in the existence, this is important for me, this is valuable for me. If I am participating into it, I am valuable. If I am not participating into it, then my own family member keeps awaiting when I will move out of my home. Correct? So they just keep waiting that when I'll go. If I'm not going, then they push me. They say, you can go now. Why? Because I'm not participating. I want harmony in the family. If I'm participating in ensuring harmony in the family, I am valuable for my family. But my participation is not happening. If this is not going to write on the board, will this be valuable? Right? So understanding value, which means understanding what is valuable for me, which means understanding what is important for me, which means understanding what is naturally acceptable to me. So understanding natural acceptance and living with the natural acceptance is the value of human being. But if you understand only acceptance and live with the acceptance, will you be valuable? Because there are so many acceptance, right? We have accepted so many things. We have so many preconditions. There are lots of peer pressure. There are so many number of influences. Correct? So what is the value? Value is the participation of human being into the larger order. Any question? Is this okay?
To participate in the larger order, what would be the first step?
What would be the?
First step.
Yeah, the first step starts from here. This is the same individual is the part of the family. The same individual is the part of the society. The same individual is living in the natural environment. So the first step and the continuous step is only one. What? The self-development. If I develop within, then I can live harmoniously in every walk of my life, in every part of my life. See, many times we say, personal life, professional life, family life, social life. We have made this compartment, but in each of this life, who is living? It's me. So if I'm happy within, I can be happy in my personal life. I can also be happy in my professional life, in my family life, in my social life, and all these different lives I have. So the first step is the efforts for the self-development. Any other question?
Sometimes even though we know the natural acceptance, so we are not able to follow the natural acceptance based on the peer influence so and so. So how we can able to avoid these kind of a thing, and even we are not willing to do that, but we are in a situation to do like that.
Yeah.
How we can handle it?
See, whenever there is a confusion, ask to yourself what is naturally acceptable to you. Many times what happens, we program our life based on the situations and the events. See, events and the situations are the part of the life. Every moment is an event. Every moment is a situation. So when the situations and the events are happening, and even when they are not happening, what is naturally acceptable to me? So if I keep exploring these things within, what is naturally acceptable to me? Happiness, unhappiness. Relationship, opposition. I'll be reminded. So whether the others are living with me with the feeling of relationship or not, I will continue to live with the feeling of relationship with everyone. Why? Because the feeling of relationships makes me happy. I'll just give you a small example, right? A very small example. If you and your friend had some ideological difference, sometimes you fight or not, right? The conflicts are there, the fights are happening, ideological differences are also there. So you and your friend got involved into an ideological difference which turns out to be a very big fight. And after the fight, you went to your home. And your friend also gone to his or her home. Correct? You want to fight or you want to live with the feeling of relationship?
Relationship.
Do you want to have fight or you want to live with the feeling of relationship?
Relationship.
That is the reason you don't continue with the fighting. Correct? Otherwise, if you want to fight, or even if your friend want to fight, then your friend will chase you all the way to your home and will stay in the home only, your home, and keep fighting with you. Does such kind of things happen even once? No. Because none of us wants to fight. Our natural acceptance is for the relationship. But anyway, the fight has happened. The fight has happened due to the acceptance. At that particular point of time, you have accepted something, your friend has accepted something which was not aligned with the natural acceptance, and that is the reason the fight has happened. Correct? The fight has happened, you are in your home, the friend is in her or his home, you are sitting quietly in your room, and many times you spend minimum couple of hours thinking of taking revenge next day. Say, I missed out something tomorrow. Okay? You are sitting all alone, thinking of taking revenge. Are you comfortable within?
No.
Relaxed or irritation? And at that particular point of time, your dearest and the nearest person comes to you, what happens? Let us say your 5 years old baby comes to you. What happens? You are expressing, you are transferring your unhappiness on your 5 years old baby. What is the fault of 5 years old baby that the mother or the father had gone to the office and that small baby, waiting for the father or mother to come back? And this mother or the father, they are already disturbed within and transferring this anger on the baby. So are you able to see that whenever you are unhappy within, that unhappiness is getting transferred? And to whom you are transferring this unhappiness? To very near and dear one. Husband, wife, children, in-laws, mother, father, brother and sister. Right? So, the first stage is ensuring this happiness button. And then exploring every moment that what I want to be. So I want to be happy. It's not only I want to be happy in the future, but even I want to be happy at this particular moment. So I want to be happy every moment. If I ensure that happiness, then I can participate in this larger order. And my participation is my value. Okay? What makes you feel happy? Having the feeling of trust within or mistrust? Having the feeling of respect within or disrespect? See, the trust is naturally acceptable, respect is naturally acceptable. So when I have this naturally acceptable feelings within me, I am happy. Right? So the mistrust is there going on in me. Are you happy? No. Why? Because the mistrust is not naturally acceptable to you. So whenever you are being guided with the acceptance only, that is basically the state of contradiction, the unhappiness. Whenever you are guided with the natural acceptance, that is the state of harmony with it. So let us talk about the basic guidelines of universal human values. Okay. The first important guidelines of the universal human values, that the content are universal. Okay. Number two, the contents are rational, they are natural and verifiable, they are all encompassing and leading to the harmony. So these are the guidelines of universal human values, and for the next 5 days I'll try to follow these guidelines, and I request you all also to follow these guidelines. So we'll talk about ourselves. You talk about yourself, I'll talk about myself, I'll talk about my family, you talk about your family, right? We can talk about our society, we can talk about our nation, about our earth. So when it comes to the content, it covers all the levels of our being: individual, family, society, nature and existence. And the process is a process of self-exploration and self-verification. It covers all the dimensions of human being, like understanding and realization, thought and behavior, and the participation in the larger order. So when we talk about the, can I remove this? When we talk about the dimensions of human being, Okay, let's see an example. You have developed the understanding of relationship at this particular moment of time. So if you have understanding of relationship, your feelings will be of relationship or opposition? Relationship, correct? So whatever the understanding you have at this particular point of time, your feelings developed accordingly. If you have feelings of relationship at this particular point of time, will you have thought of opposition or relationship? So your thoughts get developed accordingly. If you have understanding of relationship within, if you have feelings of relationship within, if you have thoughts of relationship within, your behavior will be of relationship or opposition? And with such behavior, will you be happy, unhappy? Happy, right? This work is a participation with the rest of the nature. Correct? So are you able to see that whatever you have understood, your feelings develop accordingly, your feelings give direction to your thoughts, and your thoughts get translated into your actions. Who is responsible for your behavior? Who is responsible for your behavior? Your husband? Your wife? Your in-laws? The people around? Who is responsible for your behavior? Then why do we blame others? We always keep blaming, right? Because of him, because of her. It's not because of him, it's not because of her, it's because here, instead of natural acceptance, I am getting motivated by the acceptance. So I am responsible for my behavior. Who is responsible for your understanding? Who is responsible for your feelings? Who is responsible for your thoughts? Who is responsible for your happiness? Who is responsible for your unhappiness? Are you able to say to it that I am responsible for my happiness, I am responsible for my unhappiness? The environment around me just triggers out my feelings, and I get motivated by that. But if I keep exploring on the basis of natural acceptance, then every moment I can have this right understanding within me. This right understanding will develop the right feelings within me. These right feelings give the right thoughts, which will get converted into the right behavior. Correct? So this is the process. And this is the observations I need to do. And I need to invest and explore continuously my own understanding, my own feelings, my own thoughts. What is going on within me? Because whatever is going on within me, that gets converted into the action, into my behavior. Correct? So if you are seeing someone's face and you start getting irritated, does it happen or not? Just by seeing someone's face, that irritation is there. Not by seeing someone's face, but just by recalling name of someone, that irritation comes.
Sir, when you say irritating, I feel no pain.
All right, let us do this exercise. Let us do this exercise. I am sure there would be a someone. By recalling the face or by recalling that name of someone, that irritation will start within. Right? Let's do that exercise. And now all this irritation is happening. If it is happening, then it's happening in you or the someone. See, there is a possibility that irritation is happening within you, sitting in this FDP hall, and because of that someone, that irritation is happening in you, enjoying his shopping in the shopping mall. There's a possibility. Right? There's a possibility. Now this irritation is happening within you because of you have feeling of relationship or opposition. You have feeling of opposition within you for the someone. And that feeling of opposition is not naturally acceptable to you. What is naturally acceptable to you is the feeling of relationship. So because you have developed the feeling of opposition for someone, you have that thought of opposition within you for the someone. And that is spoiling your mood. So who is responsible for your mood? It's not someone. It's the feelings I am carrying for the others. It's the understanding I have developed within me. If my understanding is as per my natural acceptance, I am always in harmony with it. If my understanding is based with some sort of an acceptance, I am in disharmony with it. Any question?
According to me, understanding is completely for the human being. Suppose I go like this, you are in a head. For example, you are in a head, sir. In the morning itself, just I salute you, but you are not salute me. But you are in a head. I am working under you. So that time, how do I understand yourself, sir?
See, that is what happening. You know, we want the other should control us.
Because practically just you are in the head, sir.
Correct.
I'm working under you, sir.
Yeah.
And according to your movement, I move, sir. But if you are give the preference to your own choice of the people, they will get some benefit.
Correct. What do you think? Who would you like to develop your own understanding and feelings, or you want me to control your feelings and understanding?
I think in a practical manner,
I'm asking
both of them we can understand, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking
That's the
practically.
most
Right?
trouble, sir.
See, I'm asking you practical. It's a very practical question. The question is that, would you like to develop your own understanding and feelings based on your own rights, or you want me to control your feelings? If your feelings are getting changed with my behavior, which means I am having remote control in my hand. I am pressing the button and your moods are changing. Is this a good state?
So what is the ethics, sir, now that? But you said that our feeling is our control. Suppose authorities are doing immoral way, just we keep on our control. But what is the ethics?
Yeah. This understanding is there in you or not? Right? Let us try and observe to our natural acceptance. What is your natural acceptance? You want to live with the feeling of relationship or opposition?
Relationship.
Relationship. Okay? See, the other is saluting you or not saluting you. That is not troubling you. You know what is troubling? Is the understanding and the feelings you have in you for the others. Because when you are entering in the college, it's not only one person is there in the college, but there are thousands of the people in the college. Out of these 999 people are not looking at you and you are not bothered about it.
The one person is the power now.
Yeah, that's that is what. See, that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, try to observe your feeling. When you are looking at these 999 people around you, okay. So when these 999 people are not looking at you, but your feelings towards the 999 people are okay. Your own feelings are okay. With this one person, your own feelings are not according to your natural acceptance. You want to live with a feeling of relationship, but you have a lot of opposition within you. And that's the reason when you see this one person, you develop this irritation within. I'll give you a small example, a very small example, okay? If you have a feeling of relationship, let's say your friend, your close friend, you come, sometimes he hit you very harshly and say, "Hi donkey, how are you?" Do you mind it? You mind it? No. Now, you have a feeling of opposition towards someone. And that someone smiles at you nicely and say, "Vanakkam." What happens? Tell me, out of these two behavior, which behavior is appropriate? Smile and vanakkam or slap and donkey? Which behavior is appropriate? The smile and vanakkam is a very appropriate behavior, but that appropriate behavior is putting you into the trouble because you are having the feeling of opposition within you.
To be frank, in my career, in the morning itself, I am very pakka smile with good morning.
Very nice.
But the response is so poor. So what day we will be there?
See,
So the entire day it will be a doubtable day. So there is something will happen or
see,
real things that I'm told that.
That is what we are trying to understand. That is what I am trying to understand. If I have this feeling of opposition within me, then the smile troubles me, right? So this is all because of the feeling of opposition. Either you have for the others or the others have for you. Correct? Important thing is that what is naturally acceptable to me. Do I want to be happy, unhappy? My understanding is of happiness, unhappiness. My own feeling is of happiness, unhappiness. My own thoughts, happiness, unhappiness. My own behavior is participating into the larger order or it's damaging the larger order. All these observations are important. And the more we do this such kind of observation, we develop our understanding. That's the reason this arrow is downward and upward, both.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. So, when we understand that someone has feeling of opposition on us, so and we realize that, what are we supposed to do at that case?
Yeah. You ask yourself what sort of feeling do you want to have for the someone? What sort of feeling do you want to have for the someone?
Should we work towards making him feeling of acceptance towards us, or we should ignore that and pause on?
You can ask what is naturally acceptable to you.
Feeling of relationship.
Right.
Should we keep on trying to
if you have feeling
make
of,
him accept us?
Let us take an example. If you have a feeling of relationship towards your children, and your children commit hundreds of mistakes, what do?
We'll try to correct it. Yeah.
Correct. Why? Because you have feeling of relationship. Right? Because you have feeling of relationship. What is the meaning of relationship? Relationship is the responsibility and the commitment for the mutual development. And if I want to develop the others, I need to develop within. So that inner development will help and contribute in the development of the others. See, ask this question. We are not asking this question to ourselves. Tit for tat or relationship? Ask this question. What is making you happy? Fights are making you happy or the relationship is making you happy? Think about yourself. Think about what you want to be. What is happening today? We are not able to decide upon what is important for me. We can decide those things. What is important for me? If harmony is important for me, if relationship is important for me, I will keep focusing on development of this understanding the harmony and development of the feelings of harmony within. Correct? It's a very simple thing. Lots of people are around us, right? Everybody is behaving, everybody is talking, everybody is smiling. Some of them are ignoring us, some of them are interacting with us. All such kind of things are happening or not happening, right? people around us are involved into the behavior, they are doing one or the other kind of behavior. Who is doing the interpretation of that behavior? Who take out the meaning of it? Me. I take out the meaning on the basis of the understanding, feelings and the thoughts I have at that particular moment of time. It's not the behavior of the other is troubling me. What is troubling me? The understanding, feeling and the thought I am having at that particular moment of time. If at that particular moment of time I am unhappy within, then a very appropriate behavior of other also troubles me. Right? You are going home after the busy day. Okay? Your small kid comes and hugs you. Is this a proper behavior or an improper behavior? Proper behavior. If you are happy with him, you will also hug him. If you are not happy with him, you will start shouting on him. So who is taking out the meaning? It's I who gives the meaning to the things. If I who interpret and I do the interpretations and the meaning based on my perception at that particular point of time. So my perception, if they are matching to the natural acceptance, I am happy. If my perceptions are not matching with the natural acceptance, I am unhappy. Okay? Any other question?
I don't have any questions, sir. I just want to add to him actually. So he is handling a boss who has got a feeling of opposition with him, and he's not showing a smiling face at him actually. So normally UHV tells us, if you know something more about human values than the other person, you should take more responsibility. Like the father against, your example is so apt actually. You treat him like a child, that's all. You take up more responsibility. You can simply handle him, that's all. Huh? Okay. Yeah, he's a, if he's showing feeling of opposition against you always, see him like a child, that's all. That's it. Okay, thank you. Because actually, normally it is something like feeling of happiness. I'll tell you one thing. Impossible means you have got feeling of opposition within you. If it is not, if you think
Okay, let's bring the discussion from here to here.
That is what, sir. What is he saying is, in the work culture, we cannot treat somebody as child. It is not actually, you're going to show or treat really with him as a child actually. You're going to have something within you.
See, important thing is that why are you thinking about your boss?
That's it.
Why are you not thinking about your own self? Do you want to be happy or unhappy? Right? And if you are having this feeling of opposition within you towards your boss, are you happy or unhappy?
Hello, sir. Still, I'm not convincing that point. I agree with that fellow, actually. Since a boss is giving mutual respect, at least, there is no need of mutual understanding. But at least he can extend a mutual respect. If not existing, if he avoids by his, it is not affect me and I matured. But in future, if anything happens, this fellow will be neglected by the boss, and all his prosperous will be affected. So it will continue. So it will affect his futures also. And one more thing, I am not able to agree with this natural acceptance. Whether this natural acceptance is for all the military men, those who are protecting us at the border. Whether if command is from higher authority to shoot a person, if he analyze, verify, shooting or killing a person is not naturally acceptable, then how he can handle the situation? This is the question raised by student when I am delivering the lecture. And whatever you are doing, do it after verification, whether it is naturally acceptable or not.
See what,
So I struggled with this question, that is why I want to clarify.
see what is happening today is we are not able to live with our natural acceptance. Right? We have a natural acceptance, but we are not able to live with our natural acceptance. If each one of us will start living with our natural acceptance, we'll fight or we'll stay together. Then the military man will not receive the command from his head, right? The military man is receiving the command from his head today because neither I am able to live with the feeling of relationship, nor the people around me are able to live with the feeling of relationship. Why we are not able to live with the feeling of relationship? Because throughout out of our education, 20 years, 25 years, the focus was only on the skill development. So we are expert in our skills, but where we are lacking is the values. So if we start imparting the value-based skill education, slowly and gradually such sort of issues will be resolved. But till the issues are there, we have to have some sort of temporary solutions. And those kind of temporary solutions are okay. Right? Those kind of temporary solutions are okay. It's very like sometimes, we go to the border and we are talking about the military man. But let us ask this question to our own self. Fighting with my own brother is naturally acceptable to me or not? But still I am fighting. And nobody is giving me command for that. Right? Now we are talking about the boss, like boss and subordinates relationship. If you ask this question to ourselves, fight with my boss is naturally acceptable to me or not? It is not naturally acceptable. And no one is giving me command for that. But still, some sort of acceptance I have, some sort of feelings I have, some sort of thoughts I have, which are not accordance with my natural acceptance, so things are happening. So the things are happening with me, the things are happening with the others. Why it is happening with human being? Because human being, a couple of things are required. Number one, the clarity on the purpose. Right? That clarity on the purpose is missing out. What is happening today is a rat race. People are ahead of us and we want to chase them. And we want to go, ahead of them. People are running. We just go and stop them and ask them, where are you running for? And why are you running for? They have no answer. Correct? So as a human being, are we clear about our purpose? As a human being, do we have this clarity that what I want to be? As a human being, are we always aware of our natural acceptance? As a human being, are we able to develop the competence to live with our natural acceptance? These are all very important questions, the fundamental questions. And these fundamental questions can address through the education. Right? That is the reason AICT is putting a lot of efforts, and thanks to university like SRM, who are also supporting the efforts of the AICT continuously, so that slowly and gradually this will become the part of our education, and this value-based skill education will minimize such kind of problems.